Well, I was super happy and excited to get out and see one of the bands that I really enjoy listening to, and that is Gypsy Flats. Gypsy Flats was performing this past Saturday at Eclipse Catering Bar and Grill, and they had taken a bit of a hiatus due to one of the band members having a baby, but now they are back performing publicly. So great performance, Gypsy Flats, and looking forward to seeing more of them. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show, episode 222. You know, I got my first listen to Gypsy Flats back at INDIEFEST a couple of years ago, and just super excited, once again, as I said, to be seeing them out performing. But lots of people have been asking me about INDIEFEST. Is it going to happen again? When and where? And the answer is yes. INDIEFEST 2016. Plans are in the works, probably sometime in July, but just confirming a few details. It will happen at the Station Music Hall once again, and we're going to be adding some more excitement to the INDIEFEST production this year. So keep watching for some information on INDIEFEST 2016 coming up probably in the next few weeks. Marianne, I'm teasing you once again. Well, let's get out to the entertainment scene. Entertainment and community in this one. I got to tell you, Sue Galos was an artist well known in the Sarnia Lambton area. She was a teacher for 30 years. She passed back in 2014 after a long battle with cancer. But in retrospect is what something is being called put on down at the Lawrence House here in Sarnia. And her longtime friend and associate, Peg Kivi, is going to talk to us about the special showing for the art of Sue Galos coming up first Friday downtown Sarnia at the Lawrence House. So let's go out to the entertainment scene and talk with Peg Kivi. The entertainment scene is brought to you by the Station Music Hall. Visit them online at thestationmusichall.com. This week out in the community, returning to the Lawrence House, and it's a retrospective, and it's about someone special in mind. And to talk to us about the someone special, this is Peg Kivi. Thanks for being here, Peg. This is meaningful to a lot of people, what's happening down here, and I know to you for sure, Sue Galos. She was an incredible, not just an amazing artist, but a really special person. Talk about what's happening here, and talk about Sue.
Well, we've got a lot of work from Sue. We've got 60 paintings framed and about another 15 or so that aren't framed yet. Sue was a longtime colleague, art teacher, as well as just a longtime friend. We did a lot of things. We went on painting trips together, and she took a lot of lessons. She took work, ideas from those lessons and made them her own. So this work that's in the show spans probably 40 years of her work. And
what's interesting about that, somebody made a comment too, all the different styles that we're going to see here too, and that really changes over time as an artist.
It does, and you'll see the different eras. She worked on panels, and she worked with different mediums. She worked with watercolor. She was very interested in a group online called Wet Canvas. Okay. And we went on a tour down to Boone, Colorado one time. And we did a painting session first, and then we went to meet the group that she had been talking to online and working with online for probably 5 years. And I'll tell you, when she walked in there, she was like a movie star. They were thrilled to see her.
I bet.
Yeah.
Well, she was quite a person, and
very big personality.
She taught a lot of people. I know she taught me grade 9 and 10 arts. And she had respect from everybody as well,
She gave respect to people, too.
She did.
She liked her students.
She was very patient and encouraging. Do you have a favorite piece here?
Well, I have a favorite piece in my house.
Yeah.
We all own each other's work, as we go along. But I have several favorites here. I have a favorite in my watercolor area, and I have a favorite in her acrylic area. And she has some fabulous, fanciful fish and lots of cats. She had 5 or 6 cats at one point.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, if it's a stray cat with a long pat, and Sue would take it in and nurture it back to health and keep it. Yeah. So she did a lot of pet portraits over the years. We only have a couple here. Okay. But
so we can come down here, and when's this happen? This is happening first Friday?
Yeah, first Friday for February 6th. Right. So, and it's going to be up all month. Yeah. And February 6th we open at 6 o'clock. So that will be the first opportunity to get some pieces. And we have pieces in this show. We spent 4 hours selecting artwork at Sue's house with her husband Pat. and Diana Sheridan and I.
Right. Must have been really hard to decide on which ones.
It was hard because she has a lot of work, but we tried to get something from each sort of style. That was our goal. And also a variety of price ranges. So we have things from $10 to $1,350.
Yeah, right, okay.
So there's lots of nice pieces in around the low 1, 2, and 300.
Sure.
So I'm hoping that some of her students will come and maybe get
I think you're going to get a really good turnout.
Piece.
You know, she was very active in the community as well, right? And she had a positive impact on many lives.
And she liked to learn and she liked to teach.
Yes, she did.
So if she was in a group, just a group getting together to paint of artists, she would help all the other artists.
Right.
Like she was very giving with her talent. And
she was a giver, that's for sure. That's great. I think it's great that this is happening.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peg, so much for sharing your time down here.
Dave.
We're going to go back to the studio now. We're going to talk to you more, give you all the information, how you get down here to the Lawrence House, see the works of Sue Galos. Oh, yes, go ahead.
One more thing.
Sure.
There is going to be a guitar player here on Friday night as well.
Oh,
Singer,
music.
Guitar. His name is Jacob Jareski.
That's right. Jareski. Yes.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Jacob.
That's all right. So entertainment, arts, and it's just going to be a great tour. We're going to get down here and going to check it out. Thanks again, Peg. Okay. All right, let's go back to the studio now. We'll give you all the information about getting down here and check out all the artwork of Sue Galos for this weekend, First Friday. It was so great to get to talk about Sue Galos on that interview. Thank you, Peg Kivi, for sharing your time here and talking to us about Sue. I did mention in that interview, Sue Galos taught me in grade 9 and 10 at St. Clair High School. And while I never really was good at drawing or anything like that, Sue was always very patient and very encouraging as a teacher to me. And she had the respect of her students for sure. So she's one of those teachers you just grew up through life and you never forgot about her. So it was nice to talk about her here on the show. Thank you again, Peg. And thank you to Melissa Upfold and the Lawrence House for reaching out to me to share this story. Reminder, once again, it's February 1st, Friday. The showing is 6 to 9 p.m. downtown Sarnia at the Lawrence House. All right, well, now going out into the community, well, he could have picked a better year as far as weather goes, but Graham Holmes, Empower Play, has built an ice rink along with some support from his friends in front of Stokes Bay here in Sarnia, and planning to have a hockey tournament to raise funds for some youth needing and wanting to play sports. And we're going to talk about that right now. Let's go down to Stokes Bay and talk to our friend, Graham Holmes. This community segment is brought to you by AG Event Graphics. Visit them online at askguy.ca. Well, out in the community, you know, lots of times we get out and we meet some people that are doing some things or talk about doing some things. And we're back here today to talk to a gentleman who's pulling it off. Graham Holmes, nice to see you here, my friend.
Hey, how are you, Dave?
I'm doing great. And Empower Play.
Yep.
And the last time we stood in this room and talked about, you had an idea and a plan, and now it's coming together with this special ice rink that you've got.
Yeah.
Tell us what's going on.
So Empower Play raises funds to remove financial barriers associated with Sarnia's youth becoming successful, either in sports or athletics and the arts.
Right.
Theater, music, drama, hockey, soccer, anything you want.
Okay.
What we want to do is give all kids the same chance at success as the next one down the line.
Yeah.
That's why we created this giant ice rink here to raise some money. Out of the box money, I guess, thinking out of the box, and raise some money as well as give the community something to keep them healthy and active in the winter time.
And you've had some great support from the community as well on this. Can you tell us a few of the folks that have been helping you out?
Yeah, definitely. We've had tons of sponsors come through. So Mick Jackson at Asante Wealth Management. Mick's a great guy, helps us out huge. Yeah. Corey Taylor from Royal Roofing, another second-time sponsor.
Perfect.
The Firefighter Association came through for us. The Legionnaires have always been a huge support of us. Obviously, Stokes Bay is a big one.
There's a long list.
The Bats, I mean, I can go through and through and
Absolutely.
through. Yeah,
I just wanted to let people know that this is really catching on, and there's some major people involved in helping you pull this off, right? So this rink has come together, and you've got a special championship defensive. What's it called?
Well, we have a Battle for the Bay series. We had the volleyball in the summertime. We have 3-on-3 hockey in the wintertime. We want to do 2 a year, and we thought this would be fun to do. You have a 3-on-3 hockey teams, battle it out over the month of February, and come out with a champion. At the end of the month. So.
Right. Now, could you have picked a better year to start all this?
I probably could have picked a few better.
We're talking about the weather, right? Yeah. I mean, you and I just talked a few minutes ago. You've had some challenges, obviously, with the weather, but this isn't stopping you. You keep moving forward.
Yeah, I definitely, the hardest thing in the world is looking at the weather, looking at the forecast every day, waking up, and just knowing that you have to keep plugging away so that when the weather hits, you're ready. And that's, we want to make sure the sponsors are happy. We want to make sure that everyone in the community knows we're going to keep working, and not stop until we get a nice pad of ice out there for the hockey and hopefully some community skates.
Perfect. So. Now, do you have enough teams, or are you still looking for more?
We're still looking for a couple more teams. Okay. Group A is full, which is awesome. So we have 8 teams full in Group A, and we have Group B that needs 3 more teams.
Okay, so where do they go to sign up?
They can sign up online at www.empower-play.com.
Okay.
There's an online registration right on our website. There's an event page on Facebook, so if you like Empower Play, you'll see the event right on Facebook.
Perfect.
And there's actually a few guys that are putting a team together with some stragglers too. So if you're alone and you don't have a team, but you still want to play, there's actually a team of guys like that right now.
So reach out anyway, and
exactly.
you can try to hook them up.
Exactly.
Now, a special guest coming to the championship game, and part of this as well, mutual friend of ours, Jeff Leeson.
Jeff Leeson, great comedian. Yeah. He's going to come and do. You guys are going to do interviews and stream the game live, and you guys are going to do the play-by-play.
Yeah, Jeff's going to do the play-by-play. Okay. I'm just going to work the camera, right? We're going to live stream it.
And I think it'll be hilarious and fun, and it really add to the experience for the players, and that's what it's all about. We really want everyone to have a great time while raising money for a great cause. Yeah,
and we're upstairs here at Stokes Bay, so there'll be room up here, down below, out and around. There's going to be lots going on, and then there's an after party as well, right?
Yeah, the Budweiser Championship Day after party.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Got to come up, right? We're going to have a band, maybe a DJ, not really sure yet, but we'll figure it out as the month goes on.
Right on.
And it'll be a great time. If you were at the after party for the volleyball, we throw one heck of a party. So
yes, you do. And you've got to be feeling pretty good about all this.
I do. I feel good. I mean, it's coming together. I need some cold weather. That's
okay. All right. Just talk cold weather, right?
Yeah.
We don't often wish for that, but we wish it for you. Graham Holmes, thank you so much for being here. Again, congratulations on what you're doing. Battle for the Bay. This time it's all about the hockey and creating some funds to help children in our community who are less fortunate to be able to play these sports and theater and everything else that Graham talked about. We're going to go back to the studio now and tell you how you can get involved. Take a look. We need cold, freezing weather for Graham Holmes down at Empower Play. Thanks, Graham, for talking to us here. Last year when I talked to Graham, he was talking about the volleyball tournament they had down there. Huge success. We want this to be a success for Graham Holmes and the Empower Play and what it stands for, raising funds for youth who would like to play sports but maybe can't afford to. So pray for cold weather. And also he mentioned as well, Jeff Leeson, comedian Jeff Leeson from London, Ontario, will be down to do play-by-play of the championship games, as well as we're putting plans together to live stream the event, and I'll be joining Jeff as well. So going to be a lot of fun. Check it out online. Thank you so much. Empower Play. Graham Holmes talking to us about that, and all the best on the weather. We'll be praying for you for sure. All right, well, you know what? If you don't know how to wake up good in the morning, there is a really cool, fun way to wake up in the morning. And guess who's got the answer? That's right. Let's go and talk with Apps with Mark Russell.
Thanks, Dave. The snooze button is tempting, but starts your day off already behind. So this week we look at the Mimicker alarm on Apps with Mark Russell. Mimicker Alarm is a free app that helps you wake up in the morning and stay awake by playing a game called a Mimic. To dismiss the alarm, you must mimic the action given. It might ask you to snap a selfie, speak a phrase, or even get out of bed. The Mimicker games require you to be alert, awake, smart, and use yourself and your surroundings. So be ready to get moving when your alarm goes off. Watch out, if you don't finish the game on time, it will assume you've fallen back asleep, and your alarm will start to go off again. Once you successfully complete the Mimic and stop your alarm, you can share your results with friends. Show them how you woke up and beat the clock. Mimicker Alarm works best if you have a connection to the internet, but it doesn't require it. It offers multiple mimics to wake you up each morning. Match the expression, capture the color, complete the tongue twister, or shuffle between all three. It's not a complicated concept. Set your alarm, and when the time comes, you have to complete one of those tasks to shut it off. Mimicker Alarm is available for free on Android. This has been Apps with Mark Russell.
All right, Mark Russell finds a way to wake yourself up sort of a fun way in the morning. I have an iOS device, so I don't have that up apparently. But, Mark's probably looking for one for me right now. Thanks, Mark. If you'd like to talk to Mark about the apps world, then you can send him an email to info@markrussellsarnia.com. And you can also see some of his past episodes, 87 in all, on our website at tvsn.ca. Well, Google is coming to town. In fact, they're coming to the town of Petrolia first on February the 12th. But hey, that event is sold out. But there's still a chance for you to learn from Google themselves, as well as other sponsors, part of this event here in the Sarnia-Lambton area at the Imperial Theatre on February the 12th. The Sarnia-Lambton Chamber of Commerce, along with other partners, bringing Google to town to learn about mobile marketing. And if you are a small or large business and you want to take advantage of mobile marketing, this is where you got to be. So information for this available at the sarnia-lambtonchamber.com website. And I'm also excited to say that Matt Berube of Leadwave Technologies will be giving us an exclusive interview about this event and the excitement. Leadwave Technologies, one of the sponsors of this event, as well as, if you haven't heard, there's an app called My Town Rewards, promoting and earning reward points for spending money here locally in Sarnia-Lambton. So go to your favorite app store to find out more about that. But once again, that event, all the information available at sarnia-lambtonchamber.com. And of course, the show will be there with the show camera. We'll have special interviews with some of the folks from Google and other folks in attendance for that as well. So very excited for that. Also, Men Who Cook, coming up February the 27th. This is an event in support of the Huron House Boys Home, a very special organization dear to my heart. And this is by invitation only. So if you would like to be a guest at my table at this event, you've got to send me an email to the show at davidburrows.ws, and I will give you all the details for this very special event in raising money for the Huron House Boys Home. Wow, lots as always to talk about, but that's all the time I got for you this week. Have a great week and an even better weekend, and I will see you next time right here in the show. Bye for now.